Oh, that's fucking awful. What a fucking day I have had trying to fix this fucking shit. Luckily we had Patrick Potato. I'm sober at the moment, but not for long. I had the Spuds trying to help me. We've had to, what have we had to do, Spuds? Exactly? To the computer? You can speak anytime you like, love. Or is it, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, can I?
Oh, technically we had to do some fixing of the technical things?
Yes, lots of technical stuff. Now I've got to work out why I'm echoing like a prick. I just fucking hate this. Right. I think this is just going to echo anyway. No, that's not working. Let me try that. Still echoing? Yeah, of course it is. Right. This is not going to work. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just remove. Is that any better? No, it's not. Fuck's sake. Right.
Actually, it was better before you removed.
Yeah.
Hello, we can't hear you. You're muted on that one. Field Marshal fisting. There we go.
This is about as fucking awful as you can get.
Well, it appears I'm the only one that's not having technical issues. Please bear with. Things will be fine.
Sorry,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Right, okay. Well, fuck it. I'm going to have to be... Dave is having problems at the moment, so we'll just have to carry on as we are. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's going on. The echo is coming back, and I quite frankly couldn't give a fuck anymore. This couldn't possibly get any worse if I fucking tried. Okay, Banksy, do you want to explain to us what it is that you have come as today?
Yes, indeed. Can you guys hear me okay? Some people are saying I was way too loud. I've lowered the mic levels to hopefully.
Yeah, no, you sound fine, sir.
Okay,
Inshallah.
thank you.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. I just want to let everyone know the reason I'm dressed like this is apparently I'm dressed as I'm kind of in disguise now because of what is happening in London. I'm dressed as the average Londoner. I just want to blend in to the background of London. So I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb or anything like that. According to Sadiq Khan, if you're caught dressed as a European, you will be deported to the whitest place in the United Kingdom. I believe it's Swansea. They call it Swansea. I'm not sure. So that's why I'm just laying low. I'm just flying under that radar of Sadiq Khan's London. Just wanted to let you guys know that.
You're dressed as the average Londoner, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just another Londoner. Just another Londoner walking, doing minding his own business. Mr. Khan, just doing my own thing.
Well, when in Rome.
Not quite.
Yep. When in London, dressed like an Arab.
But quite. And will you be going on any marches at all, sir?
I support all the things that are free and free, all the current things. Whatever you want me to free, I will free them. Whatever it is, your birds, rats, dogs, cats, whatever you want, I will happily free them. So free, the current thing, whatever Sadiq Khan wants, I will support. From the river to the sea and the ocean and the rivers and the hills and the mountains. All of them.
Brilliant. I have to say, I don't want to be going to a fucking nearly horrible place. Anti-Semitism, that's obviously a thing. At the moment, old Sadiq Khan is saying that anti-Semitism is just predominantly coming from people who want to hold up the Union Jack, not the other fuckers that go around saying Inshallah, Alan Snack Bar, and all the other fucking shit.
Absolutely. Free my people. Free my jiggers.
Okay, well, just give us 2 seconds. I'm going to see if I can get Dave back. You stay with it, you lot, and enjoy yourself, and I'm going to struggle on here. 1 minute.
No problem. No problem. So, Patrick, are you freeing anything this week? Did you manage to? You apparently you saw something that was large and black.
I'm freeing these nuts. Maybe later. If I'm lucky, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Sorry, Dave. You sound a bit bassy. Are you all right there, Dave?
A little bit gruff.
Oh, there you go. There's the Dave I remember.
This was so well planned. We had it all set out, and then the computer went and crashed, and that was it. And then we were supposed to have Field Marshal Fisting in, which was going to explain himself, but maybe we'll do that later. Anyway, we had some interesting stories from women going over to, what country was it where they were all a bit dark?
Gambia.
And getting stretched. Yeah, so, right, let's see. Dave's room. Let's have a quick look in there. Okay, we'll start with... Did anybody see the story about that woman that started baking things with her own yeast? Did you see that one?
For Valentine's Day, was that the one that she baked some cakes for her husband for Valentine's Day with her?
That was it. And some strange reason, it was more like a yeast infection, wasn't it, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
unfortunately, from what I can gather, they all ended up... Well, we'll play that in a minute. So... I mean, really.
Mashallah.
Dave,
I mean, I would say...
Dave, tell me you bought some and sent it to me. Can
No,
do you know what it smells like? With the cakes, did they smell nice?
I'm just thinking that with a side of a glass of camel urine, that would go down a treat.
Well, let's get on to this story that you can't see because I'm on the other computer that I can't offer up because of technical difficulty. I'm not getting into it.
Anyway, cheers to your health, gentlemen, and everyone in the chat.
Milk.
Sláinte.
This is the finest camel urine and camel milk that you can possibly get in the Middle East. It is known as Aisha's Russian.
Brilliant. We should get nicely banned. Anyway, an Instagrammer, some female, slightly Asian-looking bird, is selling her bottles of her own farts for 237 quid a pop.
That's an awful lot of words for the word whore.
No, we'll get onto the one whore later because they've got a new word for that. That's something completely different, right? So an influencer, that came out wrong. Anyway, some person who's on YouTube who staged a hoax egg attack on us. Right, okay, so she pretended to egg herself to try and gain followers and started to sell fans jars of a very special odour. Chang Wang Yi, beautiful British name, 21, known as, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, I think it's Kiara Kitty on Instagram, is now flogging her farts and promises fans that they can be retained for up to 30 days after opening the jar.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Where would one purchase such an item? Would you have a link?
Just asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
Yes.
Right. I'll get you some details after the show.
Yeah, link in the description below, everyone. Just it's the sponsor of this show, in fact.
Well, you get a discount.
use the code Dave Green's Fart, and you get a 10% discount.
Offer. Right. Anyway, so what's it say? Her online shop says, "Are you curious how your favourite streamer Kitiara smells like? Don't just imagine it. Feed your curiosity." Do you remember that YouTube?
Hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. Do you
remember that
Haram.
woman with her own bathwater?
Oh yeah, that was Delphine, Bella Delphine.
Delphine. It tasted lush. It tasted absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You've got to see this picture. It's like water, right, with a jar lid on it, and it says "sense of stuff." Why don't you just pop a curl in the fucking jar? Honestly, what a fucking thing.
That would sell. That would sell.
And she's, I have to say, there's pictures of her with bunny ears on and a really low cut top. So I think she's like really selling herself to the Sims. Anyway.
Is there a quantity discount?
There's a bulk discount.
I bought
If I order a pallet.
I bought half a fucking commercial truck full of it. Should run the cooker for a while, even if it's shit. Yeah, but Jesus. But be warned, it may take some time to craft a scent jug, so processing time may change without prior notice. What is that? Like, if she gets a rush on, she won't get enough. What is
Well,
she?
that girl needs a high protein diet.
From beans or
Well,
something.
this is the thing. Actually, there was another influencer who did this, but she ended up in the hospital because of the diet that she had to be on in order to produce the level of flatulence that was required for this particular production line. She was far more successful than she anticipated. So I don't know this individual because I think this is a different person, maybe. But yeah, the first one that I know that was selling her flatulence had to be hospitalized because she wasn't doing so well.
Did she suffer from did she suffer from a prolapsed rectum?
I mean, I think it was actually the diet because she was eating like tons and tons of like beans and lots of weird protein stuff. And yeah, it was a whole host. It was a really horrific diet that she was on, which caused all sorts of intestinal issues and stomach issues.
I mean, like a boyfriend or something.
There was one.
What I'm saying is she had a bloke. Can you imagine living with somebody with that level of wind?
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like it's cha-ching. It's like every time she lets one slide, it's you're losing money. In fact, they should have had a funnel attached to her ass at all times.
At the moment, she's propping up the fucking British. At the moment, yeah.
I mean, she's literally laying the golden goose. You know, so the goose that lays the golden egg. She's literally laying.
Listen to this. It said the fart trade is potentially lucrative one, but not the only thing a woman from Singapore has sold. Last year, she laughed a pop-up business describing herself as first made calf in Singapore, offering hugs. Boring. She sells lingerie.
Is it lightly soiled?
You see, the hugs were not enough. Flatulence, feces, and soiled underwear.
Lingerie for 237 price. A mystery gift for 790, and even her own bath water for 395 quid. Fuck me up and down. I mean, seriously.
We're in the wrong business, gentlemen.
Quite clearly.
I mean, apart from the business of using Instagram models as porta potties, as a lot of my compatriots do that in Dubai on a regular basis, because the thing is, we have a plumbing issue in Dubai. The plumbing, we just don't have the kind of infrastructure as Britain does. So laying one on an Instagram model solves a lot of problems. Flushing.
Squeeze one out on the chest, rub
exactly.
It in the cheeks,
you squeeze one out on an Instagram chest, and she has to deal with it. It's her problem from that point onwards. We don't pollute the environment. We don't have to worry about backed up toilets. It's all good. It's all good.
Did you ever see Meghan Markle on the yachts? Was she a yacht girl?
Was she one that had one pushed out on her chest for a few quid?
I don't know. Maybe Harry. That's how he wooed her. Maybe
I would pay a top coin to see that video.
Right, you may be Freys sexual and not even know it. Have you heard about this?
I'm Frey
a what sexual?
Frey. Apparently, if I've got that right, I'm just getting a can.
Do explain. I need more context on this one.
I know you might. Well, happy to have this technology. Clearly not. I would have put the actual article up. Excuse me, I've got to have a sip of Bio. Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, it's been stressful, let me tell you.
Sorry, I'm breaking character here.
Oh, my computer's cracking. Bear with.
Frey sexual.
Yeah, so the other computer's crashing at the moment, so that's even good. So we'll have to ad-lib as we go.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, I've had a fucking guts full of this shit. Has everybody else had a good day? In the comments, everybody had a good time? Have you had a good week? Is everything going all right? I mean, you feeling good? I mean, I didn't really want to get onto the news, but we'll just make way. So at the moment, right, the threat to the politicians is coming from anti-Semites and the far right, except the people that are threatening him aren't what you would call the far right. They're people from the religion of peace. Sorry, I meant mistake.
Absolutely. I mean, they are your average Londoner, just a regular Londoner, just going about his business, just doing his thing.
Beautiful.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just your regular old Cockney East Londoner. What you doing going up for the apples and pears, mate? And all that.
That's the worst fucking Cockney impression I've ever heard.
Look, I don't know your languages. This is the best I got.
Right, okay. So,
Your
Frey
England is confusing to me.
While the computer still works, the other one, which is crashing like a fucker. Right. In a nuanced world of sexuality, you have found yourself becoming less sexually attracted to your partner. Here we go. You know where this is going, don't you? There's a chance your sexual identity could be Freysexual. Certified sex therapist and sexologist Gigi Engel tells Metro.co.uk. Freysexual basically means you are sexually attracted to people who you don't know particularly well. Oh, this is not a new thing, but in the old days we had a name for it. Anyway, especially Gigi explains that the more you get to know someone, the less sexually attraction you'll feel towards them. What? Because the more you get to know them, the more they irritate you. Now you know how we feel on the right, because the more you get to know somebody on the left, you're like, fuck this shit. Anyway, can you, Freysexual person, be in a long-term relationship? Yes, you can be in a committed relationship, but it does get complicated. That is to say, you're a fan. They may prefer to have one-night stands and hookups as opposed to more committed sex and longer-term relationships, Gigi says. But a person who is Freysexual can be in a committed long-term relationship, let me guess, as long as your partner knows you're a complete fucking slut. The obviously not as straightforward as... Am I being a bit judgmental here? It's not as straightforward as a relationship between two people who are the ace spectrum. Have you ever heard that? Who aren't on the ace spectrum. Where did they get this shit? I mean, what the fuck? Here we go. The ace spectrum, otherwise known as asexual spectrum or aspec, refers to sexual orientation that are I'm struggling here. Asexual or closed related to asexuality. This is so much bullshit. Gigi, also a sexologist at Sex Toys, explains that if a Freysexual person wants to be in a long-term relationship, it will take some work. When Freysexuals want to form long-term romantic partnerships and they want commitment, but their sexual attraction diminishes, things can get difficult. So basically what we're saying here is they want their cake and eat it. I want a long-term partner so I can be their debt burden. I get fed, I get looked after, I get all the attention that I need, and occasionally I can go out and fall on the occasional cock and get rinsed.
It sounds like an awful lot of words for staying on the cock carousel while you're married.
Literally, that cock carousel is spinning like a fucking CD player. I mean, seriously.
Keep putting 10p in the slot. Yeah.
If your missus comes home and says, by the way, I'm Freysexual, I'll be like, get the fuck out of
well,
it. You know what I mean?
if I had the choice between Freysexual or Frey Bentos, I know what
I'm having a
thinking.
Bentos.
Yeah.
Now, serious. Frey Bentos mash and beans, or Frey Bentos vegetable with mash and gravy. 1 for the beans, 2 for the veg and gravy. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Refrain from the mash.
Yeah. Pat, are you
We don't endorse mash on this channel.
Right, so police abusing powers is going with the beans and mash. Right, we've got a couple of with gravy. Oh, this could be tricky. Anyway, this story's going to go on.
Pat may have shown me his beans once before.
Pat has shown you his beans, has he?
He was eating very large beans. They were sizable.
Oh dear God. Right. There's not really. I mean, I could go on, but this is a hell of an essay just to explain how somebody's a complete slag. I truly believe, from a plant's perspective, that the beauty of man and woman and the relationship that brings, obviously from a perspective of a plant, is being ruined.
Do you reckon those influencers are eating Frey bentos to help speed up the gas production?
No, it doesn't work, does it?
Yes.
What works? Onion bhaji? Really?
Oh, yes. Frey bentos, mince and onion pie? Oh, yes.
Dave.
Yes?
Sorry, guys. Pap wants to jump on. If you could supply him with the appropriate...
Get on.
Appropriate visas in order for him to enter the...
Discord.
Pap's down to show you his beans.
Oh, there you go. Show me your beans, Pat.
That would make it interesting.
I'm trying to find... let me see. I might as well just fire it straight into... right. Let me... I can't do this. This is so fucking shit. Right. Potatoes. Can you can't create an invite, can you? 1 minute. Let me just...
No, I'm a potato.
By the way,
No,
that
no
whole...
appendages.
My thoughts on that whole phrase sexual thing, you know, it was just an extremely verbose way of just saying, I like cock.
Yeah.
You know, it could have shortened it to just, I like cock.
I can't get enough. I've had so much cock, I've made a handrail around the Isle of Wight.
Yep, just yumma. Just need more cock.
This is my wife. She's seen more dick ends and weekends. Have a go. It's like the town bike. Here we go. Have fun, boys.
I can't find Pat. Where am I looking? Pat, where have you gone? Message me, you wanker. I can't find you. It's not on that computer anyway. That's really weird. Oh, do you know what? I fucking hate tonight. I'm having such a shit time. Everything's going wrong. Right, let's try something else. I'm just going to shove it straight in church notice. I think I've got somebody trying to ring up. Oh, why not?
Patrick, people are saying your mic is low.
My mic is low?
Well, one person said mic is low. I guess maybe you could...
Is that any better? Hello?
No,
sounds good to me.
I've got to be honest, mate. It's about the last thing on the fucking problems list today, isn't it? Right.
Okay. EK is saying my mic is a little bit loud, but
Mate,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm rolling.
Raptors being a cock.
These are mic Nazis. They're just constantly twiddling knobs. I think EK just likes twisting little knobs.
Knob. I've got a really bad feeling. Right.
You say the sweetest things, Banksy.
I've got a really bad feeling that people actually want to ring into this podcast. Well, everything else has gone wrong. Let's shut that out. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, everything else has gone biblically wrong. What else? I mean...
Yeah.
Me up and down. I'll tell you
I'm
what,
sure a call-in will be just fine.
RJ asked me in chat, do I have a thick skin? Yes, 4 of them. If you want to see a picture, join me OnlyFans.
1 skin, 2 skin.
Oh, nice. That was good.
And there's pictures with extra cheese.
Oh, God. Is Soul Rebel the one that's telling you that you're a bit low? It's also telling me that I'm crackling. My advice is go and watch another fucking stream.
At this point. Oh, Pap!
Hello, mate. You in the mood today?
Wassalamu alaikum, my dear Muslim brother.
Bonsoir.
Oh, fuck me up and down.
Pap, have you ever thought about going to Qatar and taking a shit on a yacht car?
Not recently.
I think about it daily.
It's a poo with a view, as they say.
What if it's particular things interested between that and the amputations?
Oh, good evening, everybody.
Who's got amputation? Pat, do you have amputations?
Then,
Well,
then,
no, I
then,
need to have an amputation. I need to have my leg chopped off at the knuckle.
are you coming from your normal
Can you
mic,
describe
Pat?
the smell?
Can you not hear me properly?
You're very quiet.
Yeah,
not
no,
the usual
yeah, you're a
mic
bit low, but it's all good.
Well, it's what we expect on this stream, Pat. You've come in properly. Everything else.
Exactly.
is
If your
done
mic
well.
worked, it would be like, what the hell? You know, I mean, I was expecting you to be muted for like at least 20 minutes before you even had said your first word.
To be honest, when I was in the back room, I did check the volume levels, and I unticked automatically adjust and turned it up. So if that's not, I don't know what is.
It could be that the mic, because the thing is, StreamYard, when you have it automatically set, it also adjusts your Windows mic settings and brings that down. So it may have already done that prior to you unticking the boxes. So StreamYard is a nightmare. It is my single greatest nemesis. Me fighting with StreamYard's mic issues. You should try doing a StreamYard out in the streets and then trying to get a mic settings to level up properly. Oh God.
Absolutely fucking.
I have bought entire equipment just for StreamYard.
Anyway, right. Have we got any more news? 1 minute. Fucking hell.
Can you hear me now?
Have you spent any time talking about our dear friend and comrade in arms, Shamima Begum, who's desperately trying to get back into England after fleeing England?
She's been pretty desperate most of her life. I mean, desperate at childcare, desperate at fucking going off to the wrong
Can
fucking...
you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Or is there any echo coming through at all?
No echo.
No echo. No, you're good.
I think
You're
it's
good to
just
me.
my live stream, Pat. I think it's just
Yeah,
because
we'll blame you. Fuck it, we'll just blame you.
you fit in fine. Everything else on this stream's wank, so fuck it, innit? It's so bad that Field Marshal Fisting's gone off to smash the hoop out of a few people until he can get some audio right. He's a lovely lad.
He is.
He was going to come on here and discipline you and explain how's the best policy and the best way to deal with left-wingers, politicians, fucking degenerates, idiots, knob fucks, people from overseas, just anybody. He was going to ring punch the lot of them.
In the waiting room, he was showing me his medals of all his achievements for all the rings he's punched in.
Did you see the wall of trophies that he's got?
You have that on hand? You can show it to us?
That chap has busted some bangles in his time.
Sergeant Savage, I don't think me smoking on this live stream is going to affect anything that these three haven't already affected.
No. So many things on so many continents. Human, animal, biblical. He don't give a fuck. If there's a hoop, he'll poke lumps out of it.
Did you not see the rubber glove on the cunt? That's military issue rubber glove.
I didn't see a jar of Vaseline anywhere.
No, he goes and drives and on the odd occasion he uses a bit of spit or sweat.
When that man says he's going to smash your back doors in, you know.
He takes the back door off the hinges. He was telling me about his underling corporal elbows.
Corporal elbows.
Right.
Apparently he only goes so deep, like elbow deep.
He's learning. Let me see if I could get the link to Field Marshal and we'll see if we can get him on again.
And then there's Airman Armpit. He goes armpit deep. It's like a regimental thing. I don't know.
Oh, God. Fuck
Is
me.
there a foot soldier there anywhere?
I wish. I wish. If there was a foot regiment, I would be there. Was my
Let
sense of smell?
me ask you guys something. Let me ask you something. Like, do you think, and you probably spoke about this earlier, do you think that Lee Anderson's comments were Islamophobic?
Well, speaking as an average Londoner,
Yes.
I'm going to see if I can drop out.
No worries, you're echoing, mate. But yeah, good. Go on, Patrick. You give your answer, and then I'll come in.
I think I'm a potato. I'm not paid to think about politics. I would probably smell wounds and amputations. But I think Lee Anderson might have been on the money. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, again, as a good friend and mate of Mr. Khan, I couldn't possibly comment on his decisions on how to make London great again. But
your palm with silver, is he?
exactly. I'm just your regular average Londoner, just getting on with my day, just doing my thing, just dressed like every other Londoner, and yeah.
In it, mate. Bottle of water.
All I have to say is free the current thing.
I ask you that, right? I think it's interesting that the person who has made the allegation apparently didn't give their name. So the person who made the allegation against him being Islamophobic hasn't given their name. It's an unknown person at this time.
That's not suspicious at all.
I think it's. I think he was fucking listening.
It was a gentleman called Cyril from the south of England, and quite frankly, he was offended. And to be quite frank, I'm going on a visit tomorrow to correct the fucker's attitude. Let me tell you now, you see this glove? That's going to go so dark side, you won't see it for weeks. And I tell you what, I'll change the fucker's attitude quick as look at him.
Yeah, is that how you caught those animals behind you? Is that why you've got their eyes?
Every one of them. Listen, every one of those animals died suddenly. And they didn't even see me coming. Let me tell you now, I'd fisted every one of those so fucking deep, I bruised my armpit. Every one of them. Anyway, marvellous. Absolutely spiffing. But anyway, let's get back to politics. That's what we're here for. Stand by your bed. No, I'd like to see Steve Khan and just his way. You know, they used just the knobs of the radio in the old days. Well, I believe there's knobs on the inside of a human being, and I'm looking for them. And to be quite frank, I'll adjust that bloke's knobs. I could even turn his tits inside out, I think, if I go fisting hard enough.
Are you here to recruit our friend up in the corner there?
No, I'm going to make friends.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you now.
This is the future of the British Army, right here.
Diversity is our strength.
Excuse me.
Diversity is our strength.
I've got to get on the
Yallah.
phone.
Allahu Akbar. Hey, let's put it this way. These guys are the ones who actually want to die for a cause.
Hey, let me tell you. Can you imagine old fucking Towney there, right? Can you imagine him out with the old gun? Excuse me, let me put this down. I've got to have a pray. Oh, stop shooting you. That's Islamophobia, that is. Oh, well, whatever. Morbid.
No, we don't mess around with all these guns and bombs and rockets. Just give me something to strap to my chest, and I will run towards the enemy screaming.
I hear you like backpacking holidays and all that sort of stuff, don't you? It's sort of holiday you never come back from, but that's not too far down the road, shall we?
I gather the Field Marshal shall give you something to strap on, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Lessons will be learned. No, your time will come back for it. Know what I mean? Yeah, that Field Marshal is very friendly. Wrong type of friends. They're mine. During my time in the Rants, let me tell you, I explained my point to a few people. You see these things on the chest? That seriously is from serious freelance fisting. Yes. Anyway, I'll get back. I need a drink. Fuck.
Lovely.
Field Marshal, can I give your gloves a sniff?
You have a go at the later, boy.
I reckon you've got some of them medals for trenching those fucking animals behind you.
Every one of them had a miserable and slow death. If you're a vegan, you need to look away. Every one of those bled like a fucking blood orange. Honestly, took ages to clear them up. They're still bleeding until the other week. They've been dead 4 years.
Awesome.
Have you ever fisted anything?
Me?
Yes.
Well, that'd be telling them.
Excellent. After the show, we'll get together. Anyway, let's move on. Potato.
Yes.
When you pop out the ground, yes, are you going to have eyes?
Oi.
Like eyes all over you. You know what I mean?
Easy.
I'm just
Easy.
thinking, might like the look of you, if you know what I mean.
My
As soon as
eyes
you
are
start
green,
aging.
they're not brown. Thank you very much. There's nothing for you here. Nothing here for the Field Marshal. Thank you.
Potatoes, like hamsters, can be used for some people.
Well, tell you what, after I've done some damage, we can use him to plug the gap.
Are you friends with Richard Gere?
Richard? I've got to be honest, there's a little bit of difference between me and Richard. He likes small rodents, and I've got to throw a pack horse up there by the time I'm done. So, not really, no. The last one I was really intensely in fucking to making a point, some Labour politician. We had to back a transit in there to stop the damage. But whatever. Anyway, should we move on?
Apparently the field marshal does a line of 3 of sand and 1 of cement wouldn't fill.
To be honest, mate, I've known a few people that after computer's crashing again, back in a minute.
Maybe you should fist it. Oh my goodness.
I fucking let myself in for tonight.
There may be bodily fluids on his motherboard.
There may be.
I love my life, don't you? Oh, fuck me.
Dave, tell us about how you met the field marshal.
Well, it was a repotting thing, and he had some time off for some crucial fisting, and he had his gloves on, and so he rubbed himself around my roots. We got talking, obviously as you do, and he said he was interested in getting involved in politics. I said, well, come here, sausage. Let me get you on my live stream, and you can tell him your policy. So far, his policy is fist his way through anything that he doesn't agree in, right? And leave everything like some wound. More like the Severn Tunnel or something like that. So I have to say that I couldn't argue with any of his policy. I mean, going forward, we're going to have some difficult times, right? And we're going to have a lot of problems with the new to the reservation, the politicians, civil service. So I said, what do you think what are you going to do? And he said, well, these fatty little ways, I'll fist me way through all of them. I said, well, fuck it. Get on board, son. Get on board. So what he's going to do is start running courses, all right? Because obviously he can't do it all on his own. He's going to run fisting courses for right-wingers, right? Every one of us gets a club. You know, like when you join the Cub Scouts. First fisting, get a badge. After you've done 10 savage fistings, get another badge. Right? Literally, after you've done half a battalion of arseholes, you get some wings. Fucking excellent. Seriously. I mean, you haven't got a Drink Pro Plus now to get wings. Seriously. So anyway, I said, fuck it. Come on, my son. So, at the moment, he's looking for a computer that works so he can stay on it. But in between that, look, there we go. Paul Blythe, sign me up. So we have a man ready to join club fisting, right? It's with a P, by the way, not.
He was telling the field marshal was telling me you have to have arms of a certain length. Like if you're a veterinarian, you're an ideal candidate for the fisting corps.
More like a camel's neck, really. To be fair.
Yes.
Or I don't know. You know, like Rodney Trotter. If you could have arms like that, excrement. Oh, I shouldn't say that. But the thing is, there's a couple of things you got to do: trim your nails and shave your armpits.
That's you got to get that smoothness in. It's more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't take me seriously.
Once you started talking about camels' necks, I perked up.
You got any liquid? Yes, they'll be liquid. You just hang around long enough, it won't be the liquid you're after, but it'll be some liquid of a sort. Oh my God. Who is finding this disturbing and troubling? If you are, put one in the comments. If you're actually enjoying this and you're mad and you're fucking sick, put 2 in the comments. There's morbid curiosity that actually wants me to see that people are enjoying this toilet. Oh, come on. I draw the line at pit shaving, but I'll ram like my life depends on it.
Good lad.
I ram like a hydraulic. Go on. I can't believe people are enjoying this shit. I really can't.
You've got nearly 300 people watching still.
300 mentally ill, sick and twisted. I'm so proud of you. I really am. This was going to be set up to be such a professional stream, but luckily it turned out to be the usual. honestly, I could cry. It was that fucking disappointing. All the tech went wrong.
At least you got a professional, hard-working, example
Just-
of London.
Just your average Londoner, mate. All right, mate. Going up the apples and pears. Just a Londoner. That's why I love London town.
Your average Cockney kid.
I have no fucking clue. There's a song apparently. I'm just your pearly king and queen, mate. Pearly king and queen. That's all. That's all this is. It's just
Geezer.
geezer.
Go on, son. I'll tell you what, if you want to see your average Londoner, go down fucking Speaker's Corner this weekend. You'll see him there.
They're there every week, just praising Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the average Londoner does. Just like the normal, regular Londoner,
Everyone
praising
around
Allah.
in the sun for you. Hails to
Praising
you,
Allah and
thank
paying
you,
you, that's fine.
Exactly. Pay your jizya for your car and praise Allah.
Jizya.
And when I say jizya, I don't mean the other thing. That's for the Mr. Fisting.
I was going to say, I could feel
Have you any pictures of a
Marshal,
jizya?
Hmm?
Have you any pictures of a jizya?
Yeah.
Can you describe the smell?
Musky, I would say.
Oh, fucking hell. Do we get Field Marshal back on, or should we just leave the plant? I don't know. Oh, God.
No, I mean it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all a train wreck, no matter what.
What do you mean we need help? It's Field Marshal. Oh, God. Right. Shall I? No, I don't. I'm surprised we're still on. I have to be honest. I really am.
So, was there anything else that was insane or generally just another normal
I did
thing?
have
England?
story. Let me see if I can go back there.
What a
Right.
Unless he's able to throw his voice, he's frozen as well.
Who?
Thanks.
I'm frozen? Oh
Yeah, you
no.
are.
Oh
That's
no.
the left side. He's like this.
Okay, I'm back.
Right, did you hear
I
about
froze up.
Hang on. Right.
It was my third wife. She was nagging me again.
Right. Duck walks into a pub, drinks pint, fights dog, loses, maintains bow tie, not a joke. So apparently, a duck wearing a bow tie went into a pub in Somerset and kicked off after it got pissed. Seriously, well, I'll just read the rest. 1 minute. So, Britain's booziest duck that became a celebrity for downing pints in its local pub has been seriously injured in a brawl with a dog. The bird called Star, Monster probably, is well known for waddling around his favourite inns wearing a bow tie and swigging ale from a glass. The booze-loving duck and his handler, Barry Hayham, are a regular sight at the local tavern, some of which even give Star his own stool. Right, cool. Sorry, struggling to read there. But Star's drinking days could be over after an altercation with a dog after returning from his favourite watering hole, the old courthouse inn. Star came to blows and lost out to a pooch Meggie, which also belongs to Star's owner Barry. Oh, right. So there's a difference between siblings, was it? Anyway, they had a Mexican standoff and stared at each other out before the hound pounced, leaving the duck with his bottom beak split down the middle. Oh, that's not nice.
Did he pull out the red rocket?
What was split down the middle?
His beak.
Oh.
Not the rocket or his lipstick or whatever you want to call it. All right. Anyway, Barry's 69. Had to be, didn't it? Right. Says that the dog tried an Indian runner duck's drunken answer. You know, I'm bored of that. Fuck it. Right. And I mean, he's got a picture. I've got to explain it to you. It's some old fossil with a fucking trilby, a green trilby, and he's got this duck with a bow tie. I mean, serious. He looks like a mincer. I mean, the duck's a bit of a hard cunt, but yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway, does anybody want to ring in? Seriously, I mean, what really could go wrong at this plant? Who fertilises the plant? Fruit. Honestly.
It was Field Marshal.
Fisting.
Yes, yeah, it was. I believe he's contributed to a lot of the fertilizer.
I've got some food on the way, so I will disappear in a moment, and then I'll be back later. It's the long.
No worries. Right.
Oh,
Oh,
Miss Patrick.
Yes. I broke the seal. Sorry. My apologies.
No, he's what's it called? Dave's gone to get Field Marshal. There you go. You're muted, mate.
Field Marshal, you're muted. You might want to fix your audio. Field Marshal, can you tell us about some of the medals that you've acquired over your military career?
Well, if I could move this glove, I can't. It's sort of fixed after what we were doing earlier on. I would point. But if you look over to the left-hand side, that was fisting in Calgary. Obviously, beautiful over there. And then if you look more to the middle, I went over to America and fisted half of the CIA. That was an incredible good time, that was. Then if you look to the right at the top, that was my time in Laos. I fisted all of those. Fisted every little one of the lighters, I tell you. I tell you what, they said there was drugs being supplied. I don't know. I can't remember a damn thing. But every one of them ended up with a stretch hoop. Now, after that, serious. After that, they sent me off to the Middle East. Apparently, I'd done enough damage. Well, I'm sorry. I had done enough damage, apparently, so they sent me off to look for the people who were slightly more inclined to prey on a map facing east. Suits me. As soon as they're bent over, good enough. In you go.
So you wouldn't have to force them to bend over, would you?
Not really, mate. Most of them backed up, to be honest. Took all the fun out of it, to be quite honest. What are you doing? You're supposed to be struggling. Oh, Jesus. You're right up to the arm already. Anyway, so, yes. And what?
RJ said he's fisting like boxing. But it is if you're trying to uppercut a fucking spleen.
Yes, to be quite frank. You never have a prostate uppercut. You don't know what you are.
It's ye old British combat.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I didn't always have the glove. It was quite a messy business, but whatever. Sort of flick it off and carry on. Yeah. Neat. Anyway, where else were we? Bangkok. We went there.
Oh, there must have been a lot of fisting there.
With a lot of cock. I didn't have to pay much money for it, I'll be honest. And then I went through, the last of them was going through the royal family. That one that got blown up on the boat, he seemed to have loved it. Dirty old blagger. Anyway, that kept him away from the kids, didn't it? You know what I mean? So I suppose I provided you a service there. And old, our king. What can I say? Very great bloke. Love backs up more than his sheep on a hillside, let me tell you that. Anyway. Let me just take a quick sip. This is Thurston Burke. I'm punching hoops.
Oh, good show.
Excellent,
good show.
Leg end. I was in Bangkok, loved it. Checked for sausages first, though. Yeah, to be honest, mate, when you're halfway through the deal, it doesn't really matter. The money's been traded hands, hasn't it? You got to carry on.
You're going to get value for your pound.
To be honest, lady fistings. You know, I've tried many a trick on her. Well, to be quite frank, you always know where she is. You can just follow where she's been, if you know what I mean. Poor girl. Anyway, I'm just going to move off. What?
Lovely.
Indeed. I think we should move off the topic of fisting and get right back onto the subject at hand. Is anybody pissed?
This camel urine is kicking in now.
Oh, my God.
You'll be surprised. I think it's smurfed.
I've got to disappear.
No worries. Right, I'll see you soon.
Banksy, I must sort of say, Chai, Pat,
I
must say your camel piss does look a bit like camel milk, if you know what I mean, milk from a male camel.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we milk the male camels and we drink the female camel's piss.
Have you ever tried milking a dog?
I've never tried milking a dog. Can you milk? I guess you can milk anything with a nipple or nipples.
Yes. It doesn't even need nipples.
Excellent. Have we got any stories that don't involve fucking degrading a dog? Trans woman guilty of murdering stranger after putting cat in blender.
Stunning and brave.
Stunning and brave. Absolutely, diversity is our strength. And when a transvestite female put a cat in a blender.
Does a trans woman? Do you have a picture of her dong?
I'm afraid
Can you milk her?
I can't shoot that. Transgender woman, 26 miles after being found guilty of murdering random stranger on a night out. Don't fuck with cats. Inspired killing after putting a pet in a blender.
Damn.
Permittance.
Jesus. A sadistic transgender woman who has been found guilty of murdering a BMW engineer. If I don't fuck with cats, inspired killing. I'm sure I know. Right. Scarlett Blake, lovely bloke, 26, battered and strangled George Martin Caliero, 30, after stalking the streets of Oxford looking for vulnerable victims. Having been urged to kill by her gun of death-obsessed partner in America. My God.
Damn.
Who was the stranger?
So this was the funny article that you managed to find?
I may have murdered a few pussies in my time.
I definitely have smashed and destroyed some pussy.
Did you enlarge?
Some of them were large, some of them were small. It really depends. It's whatever you can find in the desert, or as I say in London, because I'm your average Londoner.
I find the more mature ones are a bit more pungent and a bit more enjoyable.
You prefer the pungent ones.
Mature, extra mature.
Oh, is it like cheddar?
You like cheddar?
You measure your pussies like you measure cheddar. Is that the scale in which we operate on that?
To seal the deal, you've got to give it a sniff.
Do any of you two vape?
Vape?
Yes.
Right. Well, I suppose it would be my job to let you know that is there a link between vaping and erectile dysfunction?
I have no issues. Thank you very much.
Right, okay.
I don't vape. So
Hello,
I guess.
welcome to the call-in. Sorry, Dave can't answer because Dave's not about. Can I help you?
Yep. I've got a rant.
A what?
A rant.
Rant or rant?
A rant.
Yeah, a rant.
Is she good looking?
Am I talking to someone that's posh here with big black gloves or not?
You are indeed, sir.
That's good because we're of equal equality. Therefore, it's a rant.
You've fisted your way through a few things, haven't you, sir?
Exactly. But I didn't fist my way through the traffic in London tonight. That was my rant.
There are some
I
things you
went
can't
down-
fist, as much as you try, sir.
Mate, I went down 9 streets and apparently I've not got a permit, so therefore you're not allowed to go home. You have to go the long way down the TfL roads to get yourself wherever the fuck you're going. Joke. Absolute fucking joke.
I'm assuming you were driving a vehicle, sir.
Yeah, kind of. Driving myself mad.
Yeah, so...
Where was this? Was this Hammersmith or anything like that?
No. These are all, excuse the pun, don't want to upset your customers, but it was 3 Labour constituencies. I live in one, I drive through one, and I work in one. And they are shutting roads down left, right, and centre, yet my car tax is going through the fucking roof.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of
You
that.
need to sort your life out, pal. You need to get yourself out of London, move to the countryside where there's plenty of potatoes, no road tax, and just get yourself out to the countryside, bit of fresh air, and you can give everything a good old sniff and a touch.
No,
Nice.
I'm going to go down a cheaper route. I watch Robot Wars, and there's a nice little one there that can flip fucking things up. I'm going to attach that to the front of my fucking vehicle, and I will make my way home and Just flip
Sounds
fucking
technical.
every
You should,
colour out
you,
of the
should,
way.
you should come to Ireland where there's no council tax.
Is there no council tax?
I have no idea. I think that's potatoes making up. Let's be honest, he lives in the fucking ground. How would he know?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they got farmers tax.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can get Dave back in to speak to you, sir.
Yeah. He lives in Shepherd's Bush, doesn't he?
What, Dave?
He's partial to the bush, yes.
Mm. I think
Shepherd's Bush.
Right.
Have you got a bush? have you got a picture of a bush to send
he
in?
forgot the character.
Oh, I never thought that was going to happen, did I?
Someone just on one big fucking balloon.
You know, that plant.
That's it. The magic is now gone, Dave. You've killed it. I don't know how to live with myself now.
Well, caller, while you're stuck in London, you should maybe go and get yourself a nice fish and chips instead of a kebab. How's about that?
Kebab is what the average Londoners eat. Nice,
Oh,
nice British doner.
my run, right? All joking aside,
Yours.
you get all these lovely streets with all these big houses, right? And don't get me wrong, lovely houses, probably worked hard to get them, you know, screwed a lot of people to get to where they got,
Beautiful.
right? And then they shut the fucking street. Now, I'm paying for that street. I'm lining that street. I'm digging the street up. I'm tarmacking that fucking street. I'm fucking walking down the pavement. I'm fucking paying left, right, and centre. I can't
Come
drive
on,
down
son,
the
get off the
fucking
fence. Tell us how you really feel. Come on, tell us what you
thing.
mean.
I'm having a fucking rant, mate. I'm having a rant.
Do you know what?
Since I started fucking
Spit
driving,
it out. Come
my
on.
fucking taxi's gone through the roof. I've give half the roads to the buses. I've give the other half of the roads to the fucking permit holders.
A
You know,
fucking
it's
disgrace.
just fucking. It is
It's a-
fucking.
it's
The
a
cyclists, don't forget the
That's what it is.
cyclists.
You haven't mentioned
And-
the cyclist here.
Those
Yeah,
awesome
all
cycle lanes.
All those bike sections hogging the roads.
It's
Mm.
fucking mental. I demand, and this is something we've all got to get together over. I want a fucking diesel van lane only.
I would also like a petrol lane only called a road.
Are you a tranny owner?
Yeah, I could live with that.
Do
I
you
could
own a
live with that.
tranny?
I've got this novel idea. What we do is we get rid of all these fucked up lanes.
Dave,
We open
Dave,
up all the roads.
Dave,
like they used to do.
Dave, the caller owns a tranny. The caller owns a tranny. He owns a diesel van. It's a tranny. He owns a tranny.
But hang on a minute.
Yeah,
It's not
but
the sort of tranny with a wound, all right? Okay?
I nearly ran someone over the
Oh.
other day because some twat has painted the zebra crossing like a rainbow. I nearly missed the fucking fact it was a fucking crossing.
Yeah, I've
You know-
crossed one of them once for fun.
I mean, fucking hell,
There was a-
I'm driving. I'm so fixated on these 15 colours. I nearly hit the fucking person crossing it.
It's because the idiots don't
Diversity.
realize there was a reason why they painted them black and white.
People would stand out.
Obviously,
Yeah, well-
this caller isn't on the program. This caller's
Listen,
going off the
there is a
reservation.
problem. There is a
Diversity
problem
doesn't
now.
restrict-
All joking aside, if I was the Prime Minister
You
and I
have no
saw
pride.
boroughs with
You
black
have no
and white
pride in
zebra
London.
crossings, I'd say they've got no money, yeah? As soon as they get flamboyant and start using all different colours on a fucking road, I'd say, mate, you're well rich, you don't need a budget.
Do you know what?
Mm.
You know, in the old days, there was a black and white, and you know, on the
Right,
white,
bunch of
people's
fucking
clothes would
cunts.
stand out, and on the black, their clothes would stand out. But maybe there's a problem now. Maybe they need all the different colours to make people stand out. Or maybe it's just they're a
No,
bunch of
no,
fucking
Here,
Megan-
Dave.
The thing is, there's a psychological and an actual, what do you call it? I think it's to do with the way we process colors and our eyes and stuff. There are reasons why you don't have multiple colors all over the roads. Everything is either yellow, white with a black tarmac.
Yes,
It's because of these
yeah.
contrasting colors. You
Yeah,
can't just
but
paint it
what's
whatever the hell you want.
Well,
Yeah, but seriously,
caller, hang on a
what the
minute.
fuck have we got to look
Talk-
forward to next year?
Caller,
Fucking five
hold your
lights
wish.
on the traffic
Caller,
light system.
caller, a bit of manners, please. Talking about color, do you remember that American airman who lit himself on fire in front of the Israeli embassy?
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Ah,
Do you know why the Israeli security guard pulled his gun on him
Oh, no, don't go
while
there.
the guy was on
Don't
fire?
fucking go there.
oh, I thought you were making a joke. You said the guy who got himself fired from the
No, the
Israeli
guy-
embassy.
No,
The-
no,
The American serviceman who set him
Yeah,
himself on
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Do you know why
don't do it. No.
the policeman pulled the gun?
Don't do it.
Why?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He was waiting for the guy to turn black.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. I do not. I disavow. I disavow strongly. I am just an average Londoner.
Control a potato. All right. The guy, Spud, is a fucking absolute weapon. I mean, he's a Morris Piper,
he's
not
got
even a King
worms.
Edward. Yeah, fucking right. He's
No, he's
riddled with the
got worms.
bastard. Yeah. No, hang on. He's riddled with blight, isn't he? That's what it is.
Here.
Yep.
Has the potato got a maggot or what?
I'm afraid we can't comment. I haven't seen it, so put it that way.
If you subscribe to me OnlyFans, you can see my maggot if you like.
Nah.
It's more
Lay
it's more
down,
a worm than it's more a
Little
large
arch.
worm than a maggot.
Played out like a fucking bit of mash. You know what I mean? And he's got a fantasy to meet up with a pie in London and get plastered in liquor.
Oh dear. Oh. So if you had a choice, if the potato had a choice, is it a lemon or a melon?
We have some
I
people
would,
we can't really put on here at the moment.
It's you're not giving me much choice really.
Mm.
Well, no.
Is there any other options?
So no lemons and melons.
I might throw in a carrot. Because I'm feeling good.
I would give the carrot a sniff.
Would ya?
Well, it depends where it's been first of all, but yes, I would definitely give it a sniff.
It's like, it's just, oh god. It's just, he hopes it's come from the home of a cheap woman very desperate.
Oh,
fuck
fine.
me. I've got to end this thing.
Animal, vegetable, mineral, it doesn't matter. As long as it has a pungent smell, I'm happy.
Yeah. Have you come across any? Have you actually come across any halal potatoes?
I have come across many halal potatoes, but I always apologise and wipe it off very quickly.
Because I heard they're called chips.
It's not very kosher apparently.
Have you? It ruins the flavor.
It adds flavour. An Irish
You can
potato.
always-
Too much
you can always
salt, though.
tell a halal potato because they hang out with someone fishy.
No, it's salty. It adds salt.
Yeah.
It makes me just want to go back to
Well, hang on. I'll rewind a bit. I usually apologise. Not all the time. There's not always the time because I usually run away. But I generally try to apologise and wipe it off. But
Yeah,
sometimes they're too quick.
One thing I've really wanted to ask the potato though, this in all seriousness, all jokes to one side. Have you had a DNA test and do you know your roots?
No.
I'm a potato. I've been brought to Ireland from Israel, and I'm very kosher. And I'd like to say shalom to all the Hebrews and Shebrews that are out there. Shalom.
Shalom.
I am a kosher potato. Be nice.
You
Are you-
Please.
Do you have the
please
right to return?
No.
I
So
have
you
dual
ain't one of these-
citizenship.
you ain't one of
I
these
have dual
crazy things
citizenship, so if I
that
fuck
just
up Ireland, I have somewhere to go. Fuck you, cunts. Yeah, I'm dead on. Don't worry about me.
You mean if the soil starts looking bad in Ireland, you're off?
Well, if I fuck up Northern Ireland, I'm fucking off. First class flight to Tel Aviv. Fuck you, boys. I don't give a fuck.
You liar! He's going to end up in Newcastle with that sheep, either out of somewhere in Manchester.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Well, I'm quite partial to Hartlepool. I'll do like the Hartlepool accent.
I can imagine you literally in there. So you say it's a pop concert? No, I don't fancy it. Moving on. Anyway,
A pop concert in Manchester. Boom, boom, boom.
equally had a bad outcome. Manchester.
I tried to do a comedy stand up in Manchester. I bombed.
Oh, fuck me. Well, at least we didn't care about this. I'm just waiting for the door to come in now.
I'm expecting my door to come through at any minute.
You and me both.
You can give her my phone number or get her to subscribe to me OnlyFans.
Yeah. Come and watch me take
Give
the
me 2
jacket off.
minutes while I put the shoot box on.
Oh, fuck
you know.
me. Yeah. I just say, come
Yeah.
on, excuse me.
Safety
We went
first.
out and word with you about offensive content. I said, if you want to speak to that stuff, mate, ain't me.
I don't give a fuck. Anyone comes through my door, I'm just going to tell him I tried ringing Uber cab.
I think we diffused that one. I could see where that was going. I'm gonna. No, you're not. No. Anyway. Let's have a quick shout out to the people who knows what this means. There you are.
Oh. Right, listen. Love you all. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to give someone else a chance to ring in.
No worries,
It is, mate. Thanks.
Well, thanks for
Thanks
popping
for calling in.
And I'll
You-
catch you next time.
Alright.
And don't leave me.
I have enjoyed your company very much.
Well,
Thank you.
we'll try and get our shit together, but the chances of that are slim to remote, alright?
Oh, cool. Just before I go,
Mm-hmm.
are we buying anyone at Newcastle this season, or are we just going to blame FFP?
You're talking about football here, aren't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, but the Sheik's on, innit? The boss.
Oh, well, fucking Sheik will probably buy the place, won't he?
Yeah, I know, but I want to know if he's going to blame FFP or he's going to send more money to Yemen.
Banksy?
Sounds like a lot of balls to me.
He's got nothing to say about it at the moment. He's just going to buy all. If he buys all sides, you can't lose. Well, that sounds like something else,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's going to do a bit of match fixing, do a bit of betting, make some money, fuck it over.
Listen, the other two ain't listening, are they? Because I know for a fact that Sheik sells spud potatoes to our Irish pal.
Oi, don't you fucking start. I've got your fucking number, pal. I've got your number. Your number came up on the mobile phone here. I have a very specific set of skills that I've acquired over a very long period of time, or over a very durable career. I will come for you. I will find you, and I'll get the field general to fist you.
No, I'm on London Bridge. The phone's about to go in the river, and I've got a hang glider.
Let me tell
Mate,
you that Phil
I'm a
Barton
Londoner just like you.
will find you.
Shalom.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town.
Fish and chips, cup of tea.
I might as well do that
Jelly deals.
now.
Want some jelly deals, mate?
Oh dear.
Oh, fuck
Well,
me.
I'm legging it before my ribs cave in. I'll catch you later, and I'll
Oh,
let
I love-
someone else find them.
Laters.
You
Please
take
call
care.
again. Please call again.
No worries.
You've
Good
been
luck, Paul.
fantastic.
Good luck.
Yeah,
You've
thanks
been
for
Yeah,
fantastic.
cheers,
I've been
mate.
Patrick.
Yeah, you lot are fantastic. I'll catch you later.
All right,
Take care.
Laters.
See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to the OnlyFans. It's
Just
in
a
the
quick
link
one.
below.
A quick shout
If you want to see that little worm,
Banksy, feeling romantic now?
oh yeah.
Well, what else we got?
Bow shaka bow bow.
Righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent,
In this case,
personified in this case by an honourable cunt.
the potato. There you go. Right. Wow.
See, there's your average Londoner right there.
Yeah, this one, isn't it?
You're on thin fucking ice, my pedigree chum, and I shall be under it when it breaks.
Go on, what are you doing, Michael Caine, when you're there?
Do you like dags? Do you like dags?
No,
Do you like dags?
That's fucking not.
Tags?
Jesus.
Dags. Do you like
What's
dags?
What's a dag?
No, you can't talk it away from me. Fuck it, idiot. Oh, God.
I don't know your foreign words. Speak Londoner to me.
Well, we've tried to do a live stream, so we've managed to do an hour and a quarter. We could always just cut our losses.
Have we covered the old tarts going to Gambia?
Oh, fuck me, no. Ooh,
Oh, do that.
Yeah.
Do it
yeah.
as a final farewell.
Oh,
It's
brilliant.
imagine a pork pie that's been stepped on. This is the next story.
Oh,
Right.
A pork pie that's been kicked.
can you share the screen or you can't?
I can't share it.
Ah, never mind.
Shame. Well, did you want to see these up? Take you back to the old days, will it? Eh? Yeah, okay, thanks. Hey. Thanks, Steve. We got a picture. Oof, sorry. Right, okay. I can't do this. I can't.
I think it may be time to put some Vicks on the top lip. Let's go, Banksy. Let's
That's
go,
right.
Banksy.
That's right. Right up here.
Get the Vicks on the top lip.
Let's get the Vicks on the top lips and go to party.
Yeah, boy.
All right, mate.
What? A cup of tea, fish and chips.
I don't know whether to do this as me or him.
Actually, Patrick, can you do the whole head sway thing with me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't fucking move. I'm in a pot.
You're a fucking pot plant. I'm a mobile potato, very flexible and supple.
Okay. Put the porn song on, and then we'll do the head sway.
You can't make this shit up. Honestly, this is comedy gold.
I'm messing up. We gotta go the same way. I think I'm going the wrong way.
It doesn't matter. Right. Thought it was just men who flew abroad for squalid sexual kicks. Meet the middle-aged, middle-class women who are Britain's female sex tourists. And let me tell you,
You dirty bastards.
seriously, I think by the end of this, we should probably get a GoFundMe together for these poor black lads that are having to fucking stretch fuck out of these idiots. Right, but anyway, right.
I think the Field Marshal may visit Gambia pretty soon.
Is it worth getting the Field Marshal to read this one out?
Oh, that would.
I reckon the Field Marshal may have some views on this.
I think so.
Back, I'll go get him. 1 minute. Come back in a minute. Oh, hang on a minute. Yep.
Crikey, buy me a flip.
Play the porn music while we're waiting. Oh shit! I think yeah, that's it. I got to time it because I'm like opposites.
Right.
Let's try that one again. Fucking high pitch. Fucking plant coming around here, nicking the audio. Right. Let's see if we can. Oh, good God. Bear with. Oh my God. Hang on. What's going on here? I'm going to do something bad.
Field Marshal, would you like to tell us about the British colony in Gambia and how it's...
I can't tell you much. I was up to my armpits in it, if you know what I mean. Let me see if I can get you something. Hang on a minute.
all those supple natives.
Special request for Banksy. 1 minute. There you go.
Oh, nice. Well done, sir.
Nope, that's not playing. Why not?
Bumsters. Love a bit of bumsters.
Right.
If only, remember those scratch cards you could get, like Scratch and Sniff? If only you could do that on the internet with Google Chrome or Firefox. Give the screen a bit of a scratch and
Smell-o-vision.
a good old sniff.
So I just put a little bit of Vicks on your upper lip and you're there.
I mean, these are the awful, terrible things I was expecting, or whatever.
Banksy, I'm Vicks free. I'm all about the pungent.
Oh, in that case, just open a tin of tuna.
I savor the aromas.
I seriously can't do this, lad. Right, should we start again? Right.
Go.
Okay, you can see this. There are called bumsters in Gambia. Rastitutes or Beach Boys. Not the Beach Boys my mother loved. Or did she?
Without a Kokomo,
maybe that was an early warning. We all missed.
Gonna take you.
There was a red flag.
Bahama.
You know that tune more than I would have liked. I'll get back to this after this. I'll put it on this one. Right, anyway. These are the men who are increasing numbers are providing sex in return for money and goods to women who want a holiday romance. Getting your door smashed off the hinges is not a romance, let me tell you.
Yes,
Getting
it
your
is.
nipples turned around so you can pick up a radio station in a fucking different island, I would not suggest. I mean, literally getting double-ended, being made airtight, and at her age, that's quite an endeavor. Right? I would suggest that this is not. Well, I feel sorry for these men. Right? The men are inevitably from impoverished families. Well, life didn't get any better, did it, lad? Have little or no education, and some are illiterate. To be honest, dumbfounded, you don't need a language for. Okay? You don't need to be able to spell it out. You can see the sort of... Well, it reminds me, actually, of when I was working over in Fiji. The same sort of look on the face after I dealt with it. Anyway,
Well, apparently, Field Marshal, apparently one of the young lads emailed me and said he's endowed, it's like a baby's arm holding an apple. And I think that's what the attraction is for these elderly ladies.
apparently, unless you're hung like a prize-winning leaf, there's no point. I've seen marrows, literally marrows, back up from these things. These are the sort of women that can make a Viagra, well, actually, no, a fucking 10-inch vibrator go soft. I've seen lipstick back up the tube after these monsters. Seriously. Honestly, just one look at them could turn a fucking absolute sex pest soft. I know.
Not me.
Well, that was just one of those days. Anyway, so they travel alone or with a female friend, another slag, right? Probably shouldn't have said that. Never mind. Back in my day, they were. And often have a history of unhappy relationships because they're an absolute fucking sausage hole. Anyway, with men at home, let me guess. You are literally the sort of thing like a yawning fucking hippo, like a wizard's sleeve. And for some obscure reason, your normally placed man at home can't seem to touch the sides of you. Nope. You were hit the other day by a fucking, literally a Scania, and by the time he fucking locked up and finished, most of his trailer were in, and you'd not even noticed. But anyway, let's move on. They are looking for attention. Well, they ain't going to get any around here. Well, actually, fuck it. Why don't you get on the south coast? I'm sure you can get attention if you can get somebody a passport. And excitement. But end up, often, without realizing it, being one half of a prostitution deal. Barbara. Oh, dear. There would always be a Barbara, wouldn't it? I might need a can to get through this. Excuse me a second. Muster amongst yourselves.
Banksy, let it out. Let it out, Banksy. It's cathartic.
Oh yeah, Barbara.
Bob.
Oh, Barbara.
I'm dreaming of the pungent smells, the aromas of romance.
Come, Barbara. I will call you Khadija for tonight, though. But normally Barbara. But
Barbara
Khadija is the name of my favorite camel.
I think I may be holidaying to Gambia this year, if you know what I mean.
I think so.
Spits at things in the same way the camel does, and probably got the same amount of teeth, like a row of condemned houses. Right.
I've always wanted to enjoy a spit roasted pig, if you know what I mean.
The Clown's Pocket. I've not heard that one before. Well done. Right. Shall we read this and find out how bad it gets? It's got a feeling it's going to get much worse.
Clown's Pocket.
A magician's pocket.
Literally. The thing. Anyway, Barbara is one such woman in her late 50s. Divorced, she traveled to Jamaica, clearly. Her first holiday alone last winter, she had fantasies about sunbathing on white sand and swimming in clear blue seas, but no plans for holiday romance. You lying bitch.
Whore.
You knew that the moment your ass set first on the sand, you'll be looking for a stretching. And to be frank, with your dimensions, that was going to take some doing. Never mind.
You had to get 4 of the boys to kick her in the
Right in the who's in front. I heard you. I know where you're coming from. The destination was an all-inclusive. At least you get cock thrown in, do you, love? Well, I bet that was a hell of a deal. Literally, I drive a tipper lorry, and I haven't got enough shit in the back of my tipper to backfill your hole. Anyway, resort night. Hey, on the western tip of Jamaica. Sorry. One of the biggest destinations for sex tourism. Oh, I quite like this role. Anyway, I got off the plane at Montego Bay. Boomer, Jamaica. Yes. Boom. And there it was, she tells me, over a phone from her home city of Sheffield. With those velvet tones, love, how could you miss? And if anybody's from Sheffield, no hard feelings. I have never seen a man as fit as Chris. His dreadlock, Chris. Dreadlock. Montego
Nice.
Chris. Dreadlocks,
Chris.
Montego Bay.
A good British name is Chris. Yes.
That is a good Montego Bay, Chris.
So,
Bahama,
you-
Aruba. Oh, I'm gonna take you.
Bermuda, Bahama. Right. Anyway, so Dreadlocks was down sorry. His dreadlocks were down the back and his legs were like a footballer's. I thought, why is he looking at me like he fancies me? Well, clearly he was mental. I'm not his type. Soon Barbara threw aside her inhibitions and realized she could behave in a way she would never dare at home. Like a slag.
You dirty bastard.
Whore.
You dirty slag. Anyway, like total freedom, Chris flew over me like a
Sniff it.
and
Give
I
it a
couldn't
sniff.
get
Touch
enough
it.
of that
Touch
beautiful
it.
body.
Touch it. Barbara, touch it. Touch it, Barbara.
He's nearly there. Barbara, stick with it. I got a feeling that they might have. I think there were some editorial changes here. Chris was all over me, and I couldn't get enough of his beautiful body.
Oh,
I'm suggesting there was something else needed to be put where body was. But anyway,
suit you, sir.
he
Hard drive a bit too floppy, sir. Oh. Need more RAM, sir. More RAM. Oh.
How I smelled. Back over to you, Potato. Anyway,
Describe the smell. Tell me how.
I can't.
Oh, the smell.
Describe it in detail.
Is it like feta cheese mixed with tuna?
Banksy, you say the sweetest things.
Just think yeast infection.
You
Anyway,
smooth talking devil.
It's like halloumi cheese and pickles.
This is where the stupidity really takes hold. Listen to this. He showed me the compliments about my legs because they were like, I don't know, North wig. My hair, how I smelled, like a rotting fish. And he even said he liked my accent. Now, we know that to be a lie. Okay? So, Barbara's previous marriage had been an abusive and damaging, leaving her feeling as she was puts it worthless and like no man would ever look at me again. She says Chris made me feel gorgeous and special straight away. Yet this was the beginning of not a holiday romance, but a commercial exchange between a relatively rich Westerner and an impoverished beat boy. It is.
That's a lot of words for whore.
I think we've hit the money here. Prostitution, young man. There is prostitution.
That
But after the only
dirty boy.
seller- Hang on. But often only the seller and not the buyer is aware of that.
Did she describe the smell?
She hasn't got to that yet.
Yes. I'm listening, waiting
Continue.
with bated breath.
Barbara realized Chris viewed her as a sex tourist. Only when one day he told her, no money, no sex. After she refused to give him cash for a
Take
drug
that,
deal.
Karen.
Well, you've got to be off your face to do that work, I suppose. Anyway,
Oh, surprising that that this young man who's virile and strong didn't find this old hag with a rusty vagina attractive.
yes.
I just wanted to be with her because of her. Amazing.
What is
How
it?
dare you,
call a
Banksy?
religious
Banksy, do you not remember such favourites as Sticky Vicky and Benidorm?
Dude,
That lady, she could load 20 ping pong balls up her chuff and shoot them out like a machine gun.
Yeah,
like an
yeah,
SMG 9mm.
dude, one time I
Everybody in
ran
the
out.
crowd taking cover.
One time I
These
was
ping pong balls?
paintballing. I just picked her up. I picked up Sticky Vicky and carried on playing through because my gun malfunctioned.
Man, I always wanted to meet Sticky Vicky before she passed, but unfortunately, she passed away. So now I'm going to go to Tenerife with a spade.
I think what we're saying is she went over there with a few quid in her pocket because she only earned 100 and something or whatever. And I think that by the time he'd finished, he'd literally cleared her out of a fair few quid. My dear, was it ever worth it? Was the question I'd ask. But anyway, that's what happens when you go out there looking for cock of a different variety and thinking that it's not going to come back and bite you in the ass.
Did she potentially? Did she come back with a holiday souvenir known as HIV?
Just gonorrhea.
Let's have a quick look through. Make sure she didn't come back with any.
Just herpes. The thing is, okay, real talk for a minute. These women don't realize. No, but the thing is, these women don't realize this is what men have done for like a century. Nobody bats an eyelid that a man goes out to, I don't know, Cambodia or Thailand and as a sex tourist and just pays for sex. Ladies,
or Qatar with the yacht girls and takes a steam and dump.
No. You see, Qatar is different. Qatar, the women fly there. They don't. The Qataris have got the Emiratis have got way too much money to fly out to those women. No, they fly them in. They just stay where they are. But what I mean is, women
pumping and grinding men are young enough to be their grandson.
But this is the thing. Like, these women think that these men are actually attracted to them. It's like some old fat guy, going to Cambodia or Philippines or something and having these 22-year-olds throw themselves at him, and he thinks, they really like me. They want me because it's because of me.
Banksy, are you trying to sell me a holiday?
I am, totally. No, but the thing is, like, what delusional mindset. This is the problem. You see, women and men in the West have become fairly equal on so many levels, but unfortunately women still have that old school mindset of, men, they just adore me because of me, because I'm just so amazing. No, love, no. Nobody would want that giant cavernous hole that you call a vagina.
Could you imagine, Banksy, could you imagine going down and having a bit of the old head-to-head action? It'd be like pulling apart a melted cheese sandwich. Can you imagine the smell?
Dude. Dude. I had dinner not that long ago. Pulling apart, is it like when you cut a cheese sandwich, like a cheese toasty, when you slice a cheese toasty in half and then you pull it apart, or you pick up a pizza slice and that mozzarella just
it's just kind of
you are nasty on so many levels.
I'm going to wind this stream up only for the fact that I need to be sick. Okay. So I will say thank you for all you poor victims that came on and
can you
right?
Phil Marshall, can you put some of your sick in a Jiffy bag and post it to me? Just for a friend?
I'm sure we'll do you a deal. There is a discount if you look in the anyway. So right, I will say thank you very much for the shake of
London. I'm just a regular Londoner. I just want to quickly say, maybe it's because I'm a Londoner.
Nice cup of tea.
That I love London so. Just your average Londoner, sir. Just your average Londoner. Sadiq Khan's London. Welcome. Yeah, just a geezer. Just a geezer from the southeast. From Woolwich.
Gosh, fuck me.
From Hackney, innit? Just your average Londoner from Hackney, innit? Just here, just perusing London, keeping London traditional the way it was always. With your average Middle Easterner.
Shut up, you fuck off. Right, anyway. Thank you very much for popping in, all of you. The Towelhead, the Spud, and the Field Marshal fisting. And then Dave, I think he's probably just got his head in his boots at the moment, just shitting itself. Thank you very much. If we do if you want another one of these, you better put one in the comments, because as far as I consider it, it's an absolute tragedy. All right. Anyway, thanks for having us. It's been an absolute misery.
It's a proper car crash.
Yes, it's been as worth as it possibly could, but at least we've been shit and consistent. I don't think we picked up at any one point. I can't see there being a high point until I can rewind it back in case I feel suicidal.
I don't think there's a high point. It's just mostly low.
They all want one's sick. All of you very sick. Anyway.
I just want everyone from outside of London to note, we don't want any of your foreign types over here, all right? We don't want it. We don't want it. We want to keep London.
Yes. Right.
In it.
I will say goodbye. Thank you very much for popping in. We'll be doing this again, unfortunately. Yes.
We'll meet again.